Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up, guys, on this Monday morning hangover, and Joe Boo tied one on last night because, well, let's face it, we got a W. Skip. We got a win, we got a victory, and it is good to be a game and a half up on the Philadelphia Eagles, who lost. They were so close to New England last night. Getting a win is great, but by all means, does that mean that everything is hunky dory? Because it's not. We got 99 problems, but Dak Prescott isn't one of them. Dak Prescott and this offense is rolling. What you have seen is, I want you to think back to 2014. After having 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, Jason Garrett was on the hot seat. They took the play calling away from him and gave it to Bill Callahan, who's currently the coach of the Washington Redskins. And, well, I think they got their first touchdown in the last 4 weeks. But be that as it may, Tony Romo was coming off injury, and that first game against the 49ers threw 3 interceptions. And you could see that he still was not ready to start the season. And so the Cowboys did something they hadn't done in quite a long time, and that is they had to rely on the running game. And DeMarco Murray answered with over 1,800 yards, leading the NFL. Tony Romo, because he didn't have to throw quite as much, he threw like 3,700 yards, but had 30-some TDs. And we had truly a balanced offense. And what this offense did was, by controlling the clock, by being able to run the football, we were able to keep the defense off the field more and protect them. And because we were scoring points a lot, then that made teams more one-dimensional. They had to abandon the run. And so that formula worked. And that became the evolution of the Cowboys, where we decided, let's get Zeke Elliott. Let's draft another bellwether back that we can continue with this. Well, for whatever reason it is, if it's Zeke is slowed down, if it's defense say we're going to stop that and take it away from you, or it's something else that he's injured. I don't know what it is. All I know is the last 2 weeks, Zeke Elliott hasn't been able to get to 50 yards. Now, if it is teams are gearing up to stop Zeke Elliott being able to run in the middle, thinking that we'd rather put it in Dak Prescott's hand, well, I hate to tell you, you're going to get the loss. Because right now, with Dak Prescott and these receivers, they are able to continue to just keep rolling. And in fact, I just wonder how the haters feel this morning, because if you go to NFL stats to look up and see Dak Prescott right here, my quarterback, the power of 4 that I told you. I told you guys when you guys kept telling me he's trash. He's trash. He's a bum. He's only successful because Zeke Elliott runs the football. Well, I hate to tell you, he's proven people wrong. But the amazing thing about this is for some reason, people look for a reason not to believe or to not like the guy. No matter what happens, they move the bar. They come up with another reason, or, it just keeps going further and further and further. Remember the beginning of last year, Dak Prescott sucks. Can't throw for 200 yards. Well, right now he's averaging 322. Check that off the list. Dak Prescott can't throw for more than 1 touchdown a game. Well, he's had 6 the last 2. And to put that in perspective, a lot of you guys said, you know what, the reason why the Cowboys haven't signed Dak Prescott is because New England's going to let go of Tom Brady, and they're going to get rid of Bill Belichick after the season. And those 2 guys are coming to Dallas. Well, I got to tell you, in the last 7 games, Tom Terrific, has only 7 touchdown passes. Right now, this may be the worst year in Tom Brady's career. It may be that Father Time, who is undefeated, is beginning to catch up with Tom Brady. Because in a lot of you haters' mind, I'll take Tom Brady over Dak Prescott anytime. Understand, he is the first Dallas Cowboys quarterback to ever throw for 3,000 yards in 10 games. 10 games, just 10. 10. Understand that right now, he has 3 games this season over 400 yards, which ties Tony Romo. If he gets one more, he'll have the record solely. He is one of 4 quarterbacks to have over 20 touchdown passes and 3,000 yards to start their career. One of 4. It's time to give the man some credit. It's time to give him some credit. I know what the distractors will say. Well, it's just the Detroit Lions. Well, 2 years ago, the Eagles were in the Super Bowl. They lost to the Lions, didn't they? It happens. The Lions are a better team than what their record shows. They're 3-5-1. They've had some games that have been really, really close. But you know what? I'm just happy with the W because you got 6. You got a 62% chance of making the playoffs right now at currently stands. You are owning your division. You have the top quarterback right now. That's right, I said the top quarterback in the NFL. You have wide receivers, and even in a down day for Amari Cooper, you had 2 other receivers that were able to step up, in Michael Gallup as well as Randall Cobb. And Randall Cobb seems to be getting into his stride, which is great because now all of a sudden he's fitting into the mix there. What you want to be, which is what I've always said, is death by 1,000 cuts. You don't want to rely on just one guy. Because as we've seen, when teams take one guy out and the whole game plan is that one guy, then you're in trouble. But the fact that Zeke Elliott wasn't able to get going until the second half because the passing game enabled things to open up for the running game. The fact that Amari Cooper was nicked up and couldn't be the one to take the load from Zeke. We went to the next man up, which was Michael Gallup and Randall Cobb, as well as Tony Pollard. And this is where you see where game planning and play calling makes a difference. Zeke Elliott averaged under 3 yards a carry running up the middle. And if we had continued to run up the middle, probably would have lost that game. But when you use a screen pass to Zeke Elliott and gave him the ball where he can make moves, you can see there's nothing wrong with Zeke, especially when he was in the end zone doing the Dak dance. Okay? That's being more innovative. When you see a direct snap to a Tony Pollard, picks you up 8-9 yards. You're keeping defenses guessing. And make no mistake about it. Right now where our defense is, we need to score points like that. What we really need to do is have a change of philosophy. Instead of having the ball control run out the clock like we did before. For whatever reason, we are not enabled to do that. Our pass blocking is better than our run blocking right now. The mentality needs to be, we're going to outscore teams and get into track meets. Because what you want to have is, you want your defense to be able to be focused on one thing. Pass rushing. Because that's the strength of your defense. Robert Quinn, the way he can bend the edge, D-Law out there, you don't want to get into a ground and pound. You don't have the dogs, the fire hydrants, the trash cans full of dirt to get into a banging contest of running and stopping the run. You don't. What you do have is you've got fast pass rushers that can put pressure on the quarterback. And that's what you want to be able to do. You want that defense to be able to use its strength. And if the offense can score points in bunches and other teams have to play catch up, they will be one-dimensional, and that will hide your weakness. You have to be able to change in football what you're doing due to circumstances. The Cowboys went in the season realizing or thinking that we have to pay Zeke Elliott because we are a running team and we're going to live and die with the run. Well, circumstances have changed, and this is where you have to evolve. And right now, you got the horses to run in this track meet. You have guys that can catch the ball down the field, and you got a quarterback who can keep calm, cool, who can buy time with his legs. And FYI, all you who think that originally that Dak Prescott was just a running quarterback, he very rarely runs. And it's time for you haters to stop hating and be glad that we got this guy as a quarterback. Because right now, 1,100 yards more, 1,100 yards more than Tom Brady. Excuse me, 1,100 yards more than Carson Wentz. 500 more than Tom Brady. And FYI, 7 more touchdown passes than Tom Brady. Dak is rolling and should be in the MVP conversation. We got a big game this week against New England, and this is going to be strength against strength. New England's offense is not that good right now. It's not. Our defense is not that good right now. But New England's defense is good. Our offense is good. We're going to be going man on man, and we're going to see when the dust clears who is the better team. And I'm betting on my Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, it's time for me to get to my day job. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll be doing our live stream tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. And, of course, we'll bring you any updates that are with the Dallas Cowboys. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of trolling today to see what Shannon Sharp has to say about my quarterback, Dak Prescott. Skip. Come on now, Skip. You know the only reason why they got the W was because team was focused on Zeke Elliott and stopping him, and they dared Dak Prescott. And it was only the Detroit Lions. Skip. I'm Mark Holmes. I hope you have a great day.